Yes, Grand Theft Auto, one of the best gaming series ever. I've been playing Grand Theft Auto since I was only 12. This is by far the best video game series ever. It tops all of them in my opinion. And today I'll be ranking all the Grand Theft Autos. I've only played through all of them besides the 90s Grand Theft Autos. All of them are great in my opinion. And if you dislike my opinion, you can always post in the comment section yours. I wouldn't mind it. Our list will be Grand Theft Auto 1997, Grand Theft Auto 2 1999, Grand Theft Auto London 1999, Grand Theft Auto 3 2001, Grand Theft Auto Vice City 2002, and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas 2004, as well as Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories 2005, Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories 2006, Grand Theft Auto 4 2008, Grand Theft Auto Lost in the Damned, Grand Theft Auto The Ballad of Gay Tony, and Grand Theft Auto 5. I will not be including Grand Theft Auto Online because it is just online. There's not really a story to it. There is, but I will not be counting it. Let's start with Grand Theft Auto. This is the first Grand Theft Auto made on the Game Boy, I believe, and it wasn't really that good, to be honest. Of course, it wasn't because of its graphics. It was 2D, and not that many people played it, to be honest. I know my uncle played it when it first came out, and he liked it, but it's not on my top list. Grand Theft Auto 2, same way, but a little bit higher than Grand Theft Auto, the first one on the list, just because a little bit better graphics and upgrade. Of course, Grand Theft Auto 2 is kind of weird. Watch the opening. It's extremely weird. I don't really understand it. Grand Theft Auto London was a DLC for Grand Theft Auto 2. And is by far one of probably the horriblest one on this list. I never want to play it again in my life. I watched gameplay footage, and one of the worst ever. Rockstar Vibes even made this. Here's where the series gets good. By making Grand Theft Auto 3. It has better graphics upgrade, and actually walk around and see your character. It was okay, but it was just too dark. So if you look up in the sky, it was just gray. It had a okay story, not as good as some of the other titles in the series, and near the bottom of my list also. Not a big fan of Grand Theft Auto 3. And Claude, the main character, doesn't even talk during the series, which makes this a enjoyable protagonist. Let's start with Grand Theft Auto Vice City, probably number 1 on my list. You'll find out on the end of the video. Hands down, the best story in the series. And the soundtrack, one of the best video game soundtracks ever. Complete 80s. When I first introduced the Grand Theft Auto series, this is the first game I watched on YouTube when I was a little boy. A little boy. No, that was pretty weird, just ignore that. Anyway. But hands down, best Grand Theft Auto. The villain was okay. Not okay, but a badass villain. And also we had Lance Vance, which was hilarious. Kind of a butthole since he betrayed. Anyway, wonderful Grand Theft Auto. Check it out if you haven't. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Everybody likes this in the series, and I do as well. Not as high as Grand Theft Auto Vice City, though. Just because I am... Too many missions, bro, dude. Trust me, I love sitting through big games, but not this big. Really good ending. It sucks that Big Smoke had to pass. Favorite character out of the bunch, him and Ryder. And my favorite characters of the series end up being the villains, which suck. Ryder and Big Smoke. CJ is one of the best protagonists ever. I'll never forget him. And Samuel Jackson as the cop was pretty a good cameo. 2005 to 2006 with the Stories title was horrible games. I actually ranked Liberty City Stories higher than Grand Theft Auto 3. Just wasn't that good. Liberty City games, Grand Theft Auto games have Liberty City is just not good. I don't like it. Too many skyscrapers, JK, but just no, I don't like Liberty City. I like Vice City and Los Santos from Grand Theft Auto 5. There's not that big skyscrapers, and actually see where you're going on the road. Anyway, Liberty City Stories was a pretty good story. I never completed it though. I was close, but I never did. Vice City Stories. This is the first game actually completed in Grand Theft Auto storyline. I was blown away when I first played it. I loved it, and then when I compare it to the other games, it's really bad. For a 2006 game, the graphics are just horrible, and the way Victor Vance, the main character, moves is just horrible. I actually never want to see footage of this game again. The story was just awesome. Never forget the story. A great classic love story, I would say. But you just wait. This is where the Grand Theft Auto series start getting good and better graphics. Grand Theft Auto 4. Niko Bellic, better than Tommy Vercetti. Best protagonist in gaming history. Nobody will ever top Niko Bellic. Ever. He's a total badass. Nobody gets in his way, and he will be the best protagonist ever. The game storyline in Grand Theft Auto 4, not the add-ons. Of course, the add-ons are Ballad of Gay Tony and Lost in the Dam, which I'll be reviewing later. But Grand Theft Auto 4 storyline is the best ever. One of the best. Better than Grand Theft Auto 5, in my opinion. Everybody that doesn't play Grand Theft Auto 4 don't even know what it is. They need to check it out. I will never forget this game. Grand Theft Auto Lost in the Dam? No. Never play it again. It's horrible. It's playing out horrible. When I played it, I wanted to be a cool biker. Like forgot his name. The main character. Johnny Klebitz, I believe? Yeah. But he ends up getting killed by Trevor in Grand Theft Auto 5. He's a weak protagonist. He's not really intimidating. And the game storyline was too short. Extremely short. I mean, I completed it in less than 3 days. It's so retarded. Never want to play this again. Like I said, the storyline's just horrible. And it's just a complete mess. The gang's always getting in arguments. It's just dumb. Grand Theft Auto episodes for Liberty City is Ballad of Gay Tony and Lost in the Dam together. So I'll be reviewing Ballad of Gay Tony. Pretty okay game. Kind of stupid, I believe. Didn't really like it. I expected good things from that game. Expected really good things. But got complete crap out of it. I never want to play Ballad of Gay Tony and Lost in the Dam ever again. Just why would you make it? I understand Rockstar want to do it for the money, but it didn't really do anything good. The one thing I like about it is all three characters from all three of the DLCs, besides Grand Theft Auto 4, which isn't a DLC, but Lost in the Dam and Ballad of Gay Tony are, they all meet each other and they end up finding each other. It's pretty good. Grand Theft Auto 5. Yes. I had this on my Xbox as we're talking. And I play online just about every day. I've completed the story mode as well. It's cool you get to unlock all the guns when you complete the story mode. Trevor Phillips and Franklin are one of the also biggest badasses of protagonists of all time. Michael, I find him kind of weak and not really a fun protagonist to play as. Pretty hilarious. But this game just rocked the gaming industry. It will never be forgotten. It came out 2013. Surprised it hasn't been dead yet. Anyway, my favorite game probably is Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Yes. Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Of course, I love 80s, even though I wasn't even born in the 80s. But I just love the vibes. Walking around with a cool, sick 80s cars. Listening to Owner of the Lonely Hearts by Yes on the radio. Just a sick game. Tommy Vercetti was also a pretty badass protagonist, and he will never be forgotten. Long live Tommy Vercetti. subscribe to my channel for some good stuff, good content. Let's go.